Welcome everyone to the channel. So for today's video, we are going to, not we, well, yeah, I should say we because the audience is going to be in tune to this interview too. Your background too noisy. May I get a little feedback in the background? All right, so today we are going to interview. We can call out a full name, right? And I get no problems.
Sure.
O'Neill Higgs, right? He has just returned from the United States of America. So I'm going to ask him about his experience from America, coming down and the testing, what he went through, how was the process, right? If it was good, bad, in between, how he was treated, because we're getting a lot of mixed reviews, right? Some persons are saying that they were treated good, while we have persons complaining that the treatment wasn't so wonderful. All right, so actually where you came from in the US, background still too noisy, background still a little bit too noisy.
Really?
Yes. May I hear a feedback? It's like TV I play or people are talk.
There's no one talking but you.
Sounds better now. Much
The fan.
better.
I was a
Right,
fan.
so where you actually came from in the US?
Yeah, so morning everyone. Yes, I'm Lee from the LaGuardia Airport that's in New York.
Okay, so JFK is not open, or you chose that because of the airline you use?
Yeah, JFK is open because of the airlines, Spirit Airlines. That's where I left from. Spirit doesn't fly to JFK.
Oh, because I heard some person saying that JFK is not yet open, so that's not true then.
Oh, well, I'm gonna know any truth to that. I just know the Spirit only flies LaGuardia, so that's why I ended up at LaGuardia.
All right, so leaving from LaGuardia to come to Jamaica, even before you actually get to the day of your flight, walk us through the process with regard to what you needed to do to come into Jamaica.
All right. So first of all, the system that the government, the Jamaican government, implemented with the Jam COVID app, that was a pivotal part of it because you had needed to go and sign up all of your credentials and all of that. Once you, sorry, give me a minute.
Okay. Oh, while we are waiting on him to get
Sorry
ready.
about that.
Oh.
Sorry about that. So, as I was saying, once you had signed up everything on that and submitted it, you would have been given an email saying that your application was has
Approved.
been accepted. No, I've been accepted and it will be pending. So after that, now you get a follow-up email stating they had needed more information. So after you've furnished them with the other information, then after you would have been given an approval notice. So after the approval notice, now you can go ahead and book your ticket. So that is what I did. And on the day of going, you need to show proof that you are eligible to go to Jamaica. So you have to, the email that they sent you have to present it to them at the airport before being able to board.
Okay, so is there a special code on the email or just show them the source of email?
Yeah, you have a barcode with your code and everything, with your name and everything on it. You have to present that to them.
Okay, so how you actually get the Jam COVID app or website?
The Jam COVID app is in the App Store. I use Android, so it's in the Google Play Store.
Oh, so you just go and download it?
Yeah, and sign up with it.
You have to download the app, or is there a website that you can go on?
Yeah, I'm not so sure of the website, but it's some Jam COVID-19 thing like that. You can go on the website straight, or you can download the app. For me, the app is better because the app, you just sign in and you present them your barcode and everything, and you just go through.
Okay. All right, so tell us. Go ahead.
The app would be more suitable, especially when you reach back in Jamaica.
Okay. All right, so tell us now when you actually reached to LaGuardia. What was the process like? Was there anything different? Anything additional in terms of checking in to leave?
Nothing additional. Only thing when you're going through TSA, you know, you have to social distance. That's the only thing. You have to
Okay,
be
so you had to wear
social
your
distance.
mask.
Yeah, you had to wear a mask even on the flight.
So in the airport, from you going into the airport, you have to have on your mask.
Have to have on your mask.
Okay, so no testing for COVID was done in LaGuardia.
No.
Okay, so how the plane is actually situated? Still 3 seats or two? Because some airlines said they're going to remove the middle seat.
The middle seats weren't removed. I had gotten a connected flight. So when on the flight, me flying to Fort Lauderdale, there were 3 persons in the seat, so there wasn't any social distancing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there wasn't any social distancing going to Fort Lauderdale, but coming to Jamaica, there was social distancing where there was 2 persons per seat. So
Per
the middle
row.
seats, were not used.
Okay. So how you actually manage with the mask all the way from New York to Fort Lauderdale, then from Fort Lauderdale to Jamaica?
It's it's something we have to acquire. It's a feeling we have to acquire. When initially when we just start wear the mask, it was hard for me to breathe, but eventually wearing it and getting accustomed to it got simpler.
Okay. So how long was the flight from New York to Fort Lauderdale?
About 2 hours and 34 minutes or something. I'm not sure if I'll have to check my
Okay.
boarding pass to say the
And
time.
what
But
was the
2 hours,
waiting?
2 hours plus.
What was the waiting time from to board the next plane to Kingston?
An hour and
Oh, so the
something.
connection, the stopover time wasn't that long then.
Less than 2 hours, but I had a delay on my flight because, as I was saying, if person don't get the proper approval to leave to
Okay,
come
they
to
can't
Jamaica,
leave.
they can't leave because there was an incident where a few people showed up at the airport, checked in and everything, but when they had checked their jam COVID apps, they weren't given
Any
any
approval.
approval. So that caused a little delay because their bags were already on the plane. So they had to remove their bags from the plane. So that took like an extra hour to do all of that.
Damn.
Yeah, so we were there and the plane was boarded, closed up, and we were there on the tarmac for an hour waiting for them to remove the bags and
While
add
in
back
the
the
mask,
bags.
right?
Yeah, why after all this time? Yeah, so it was rough.
Okay.
That was the hardest part.
So when you actually reach Jamaica now, big
Yeah.
thing, big league game now, So when you reach Jamaica now, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, we reached Jamaica now. They advised us from the plane that once we disembark the plane, we're gonna give we're gonna be sanitized. So first, as we reach off our plane and get sanitized, then we form a line and we're given a piece of paper where we wrote our names on it and our flight number, and they took our temperature and wrote our temperature on the paper. And then we had to join a line. It was like 2 flights, so in excess of 300 persons in the
Wow.
line waiting to be tested. So once they reach the top of the line now, them ask us some questions, fill out some paper,
So before
tell
you
you,
reach actually, how long you spent in the line before you reach up to the top? Give us an
well,
estimation.
well, I have to admit, I didn't spend a lot of time that I should have because based on my position, I had gotten some perks
Oh,
to
because
move
of
to the
your
front of the line.
occupation.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was at the back of the line, so I was given a perk to move to the front of the line. So I didn't spend much time, but persons when I left the airport, persons off my flight hadn't came out yet. I was the only person off my flight who actually came out.
Okay. So when you reach the top of the line now, continue from there.
Yeah, reach at the top of the line and put her to sit down and ask her some questions
So
where you're gonna stay.
pause. When you reach the line, you had your luggage or your luggage hadn't come down on the
No,
carousel yet.
when I reach baggage claim, but I
Okay.
only have like my carry on and stuff like that.
Okay. All right.
That's
Continue.
all I have. Yeah, so sit down and they give us some forms where it's like a checklist where for the 14 days, it tells you what are the signs you're supposed to look out for to check your temperatures and stuff like that. Place where you're supposed to stay, because you give them the address where you're going to stay, and that's where you have to stay. So they give us stuff like that and some pamphlets and procedures and stuff like that. So
Okay.
after we move from that stage, we'll go outside to the testing place where the doctors are.
Also, every single person has to be tested when you are coming to Jamaica.
No, based on my knowledge of the situation, it depends. Based on if you are tested 7 days prior to coming to Jamaica, you won't have to be tested.
Oh, so what if like a person, like somebody go up now and spend a week? You know, if like when they're coming back, they have to be tested, since that's probably not enough time to show
Yeah.
any symptoms or whatever of COVID.
Yeah, so they would have to be tested.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so and also they were telling me that like for persons in different parishes other than Kingston, they probably would get an envelope and tell them to get tested in their
Parish.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's another thing also.
Okay.
So outside of Kingston and St. Andrew, outside of the corporate area, I guess you have to be tested separate. And also when I went outside to the doctor now, I was placed to sit in a seat and they used the Q-tip like thing.
Mhm.
Significantly longer than a Q-tip though. So they placed it, yeah. So they placed it in each of the nostrils.
In each,
Touching in
I thought it was just one.
each of the nostrils. So they placed it in the back
Um,
of, almost touching your throat.
so you actually feel it when it's going in your nostril?
Yes, you feel it.
So describe the feeling.
It like a small burning sensation. Because the doctor will describe it. It's a small burning sensation, and your eyes will run water. And my eyes weren't that watery, but the water still came to my eyes. You feel it burning, going through and sliding past. Feel it.
Burning like fire, burning like
No,
pepper.
no, it doesn't burn per se. You know, it's a
So
slight
it's just
tickle.
mild.
There's a slight tickle. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's not that bad. I initially thought it was that bad. I had a worried look on my face, but
Yeah, because the
eventually,
Q-tip looking something look long, you know, that look like about 6-7 inches. Them a push down the nostril.
well, I don't know the measurements of it, but it was significantly longer than the average Q-tip.
Wow.
So each nostrils, and then so that's one Q-tip for each nostril. So they use
Wow.
one Q-tip, and then they use a separate Q-tip to put place in the back of your throat. That's
No. So them have to do 3 different something. So
yeah,
put it near 2 nostril, then your throat.
yeah. So that's how they do it.
No, son, skirt. Yo, no, this really take me out of character. So, explain the throat one, because sometimes if you brush your teeth or you put back your toothbrush, you just a cough and feel like you want bombing. So how you manage to Q-tip something?
Yeah, it they just rest it on your tongue and the back of your throat, so it wouldn't trigger your gag reflexes or stuff like that. So
Damn.
that was the least uncomfortable of the test.
So, question. When you see the Q-tip thing, right? And based on where we see and think, and probably think say it uncomfortable and them way there, you never like nervous or tense up a fret to see how
Yeah,
it's gonna feel.
yeah, at first, but when the first and that when we just start relax and just breathe and go through it, it's really not that difficult or hard.
Okay, but I read
Yeah.
online where I saw one person saying that when they were tested, blood actually came out on the Q-tip. And then some other persons were commenting and saying that that's not normal. It's obvious that the
Yeah.
person was doing the test didn't understand the proper way how to do the test.
Well, my test was administered by a doctor. I can't remember his name, but it was a male doctor, and it was done good.
So you saw
As
other persons being tested?
yeah, we're in an outside location where they had some booths
So
and persons.
everybody being tested, it was as good as yours based on your observation?
Well, I wasn't really observing anyone else but my situation at the time.
So that means you're not fast. No more that happy and look around if you see other people safe, people that sneeze.
No, me have to worry about myself at the moment because their pain is different from my pain. So me have to worry about myself at the moment. But from based on my understanding, I should think everyone else test went just as well.
So after the process, you had any effects after? Because some person said that they sneeze a lot after the test has been completed.
No, I had no after effects of the test.
Oh, nothing like that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So after the test, what was next?
All right, then after the test, you went through immigration. But first, before immigration, once you reach the ask if you got a small piece of paper. If you didn't get that paper, you were placed in a waiting area where some gentleman came and they asked if you had the Jam COVID app on your phone. So once you had the app, they tell you sign in on the app. So once you sign in on the app, they click check in and they punched in a code and then they told you to record a video to check in. So I recorded a video stating my name and the location and stating that I had been tested for the COVID virus.
Okay.
So and then you submit it and you accept the location, the Google location. So you will share your location with the app at all times.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. So
So
what was next after that now?
after I did that and submitted the video and everything, I was told that I could proceed to immigration. I could go to baggage. No, but no, I went to immigration after.
Okay. Then
Went to immigration.
and then when you reach the immigration now, same regular process.
Yeah, just I need a passport and stuff like that. Once you pass immigration, then you go to baggage claim.
So do you know if your bags were sanitized? You know?
Well, they never said that. So
Did
I'm
you
not sure if
smell
my bags were
anything on
sanitized.
it, like alcohol or anything like that on your bags?
No, not to my bags were already out at the carousel. Because based on the time that the flight had landed to the time that I came out, the bags were already placed out on in front of the carousel,
All right.
waiting for to be
After
picked up.
baggage claim, you just come right out of the airport.
No, pick up my bags at the baggage claim and then went to customs. Cause you know you have to, if you bring anything, customs are go want search and stuff like that. So I went to customs. Customs were good, by the way. Never gave me any hassle or anything. So I have to give it to customs.
So after customs now.
After customs, you know, I straight out arrivals to waiting to be picked up.
So how them actually reach to like putting the tracker on your phone because there's a tracker, you know, tell me that part there.
Yes, that's what I was trying to explain. Once you share your location with you share your device location with the app, that's how they will track you.
Also, you can stop sharing location with it.
Well, me not gonna tell you, yeah, me not gonna tell you no, but I tell you how they do it.
Also,
As
after the 14 days, then you can stop share.
yeah, more than likely you can stop share.
So what did they tell you, like where you can go, where you can't go, and so on?
Yes. So they had explained to me that I am on 14 days home quarantine where I can't leave the house.
Okay.
So I am currently on house arrest,
Right. So
so
they
to
don't
speak.
give you any allowance to like go to the supermarket or anything like that?
They never said. They said 14 days home quarantine. So I guess I should make other arrangements to get food and stuff like that.
Oh, I was of the understanding that they allowed you an hour or two, you know, to go on the road.
That's what I thought, unless I didn't hear when they said that, but nothing was made mention of going on the road or anything. I specifically asked if I can leave the house, and the lady said no.
Oh, okay, so how many times for the day they call and check up on you?
All right, then the checkup is done through the app.
Okay,
I think I got the notification. You get the notifications telling you when to check in. I
okay.
think about 3 notifications after leaving the hospital yesterday.
The
So
hospital? You mean the airport?
the airport. I see at this point, hospital and airport, then I want.
All right, so since you are back home now, how are you feeling actually on the quarantine now?
Bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored at the moment.
All right, so what you do to pass time?
Phone, TV, game, stuff like that. Anything to keep me occupied.
Oh, for 14 days. So can you quarantine with somebody? Like if, say for example, you and them come on the same flight, both of you can quarantine in the same room, in the same place?
I'm not sure of that. I never asked those questions.
Oh,
But persons are here, but separately.
okay. All right, sir. Thank you for your time, and I hope this will be helpful to other persons so they can see and understand that the process is not as difficult as some persons make it out to be, but it's an easy, manageable process.
Yeah, because before I came, I actually thought the process would have been like crossing the Great Sea or something, but it's
Right.
easy, easy, easy. The more you go through it, you realize it's an easy process from getting registered on the app to coming back and all of that and to getting tested. It's an easy procedure. It's just you have to have the patience and go through it.
All right, and big up yourself and thanks for your time.
All right, so big up to you and big up to your viewers and subscribers also.
All right, my boss.
Yeah, later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching.